Plaintiff Jennifer Clute met the defendant when she was 15, and they got married when she was 19. Jennifer claims she suffered years of abuse while married to the defendant. And 10 years ago, he was arrested for threatening her and her kids with a gun. She's suing her estranged husband for emotional distress. Defendant Daniel Clute says he and Jennifer were abusive to each other because they were kids when they got together, and both of them were addicted to drugs. Daniel insists Jennifer is still a drug addict, and as a result, Jennifer's parents have custody of their children.
Give me some background.
This is my estranged husband. We got together when we were 15, had our first kid at 16. We got married at 19. It's been a nightmare. There's abuse, drugs. He even cheated on me when I was giving birth.
The abuse, was it physical or verbal? Or?
Physical, mental.
When did that start, the physical abuse?
It started at 15.
And how old are you now?
I'm 32.
So for 17 years you've went through physical abuse?
No, it took my mom to take me away when I was 23 years old. There was an incident afterwards where he came over to my place after I left him, and he threatened mine and our children's life with a gun. And the next day I went to the police department.
How long ago was that?
That was 2003.
Drugs had to do with it?
Well, after my mom took me away, he then got heavily into drugs after that.
But the abuse from age 15 to 23 that you suffered, the physical abuse, what do you attribute that to?
This one incident, I threw his wedding ring in the grapevines, and then he beat me. And then after that, I kicked the computer, and then he punched me right here, and I couldn't get up for like 15 minutes. And
How often did he abuse?
Probably a few times a year.
Okay, and the last time?
After I put him behind bars, then he didn't.
How long did he stay behind bars?
Just for 6 months.
Okay, and you haven't had any problems?
No.
Why haven't you all divorced?
Well, I went to do it a couple times, and I got confused with the paperwork and stuff, and...
He didn't know that you were trying to divorce?
No, I don't know where he was at the time.
So you all never discussed divorce?
No, and we lived, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was in jail.
When did you find out where he was?
He came back after going to jail and anger management and stuff, and apologized.
No, I guess I'm saying, after you determined you wanted a divorce, what year was that?
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't even want to marry him.
Let me hear from you, sir. Give me some background.
Okay, Your Honor. Most of these accusations she's making about the abuse and everything, we were young, and both of us were abusive to each other, verbally and physically.
Didn't know how to control your emotions.
Right. And it was 2003. I was convicted of stalking.
Let me ask you, why aren't you all divorced?
Well, okay, the real reason we're not divorced isn't what she just said. It's because we have tried to file. We'd spoke with her, and she said she would sign a joint petition. She refused to sign it, says she wants $500 and a new car. So now we're suing her for divorce.
When did she say this, sir?
In 2000, may I?
No.
This was 2009.
Okay, what happened between 2003 and 2009 with your relationship?
With our relationship?
Yes, sir.
Nothing. Nothing.
Did you know where she was?
Yeah, I knew where she was.
Why didn't you all attempt to get a divorce then?
Because, like she had mentioned the drugs, I was dealing with that.
You were?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
I actually have certificate
what do you
here.
Have? A certificate of rehabilitation?
Yes.
Recovery?
Yeah.
Good. What type of drugs were you on?
Methamphetamines.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, you wanted to say something? State your name.
Danielle Nicolai. Your Honor, I was the one that spoke with Jennifer when she was the one that said she wanted $500 and a new car.
Excuse me, I said 1,000. I said, I'll do it for $1,000 $1,000 just so I can buy a decent car so I could take the girls to appointments and stuff.
Excuse me.
She doesn't
That's
even
what I
have
said.
custody of these girls.
She
We got
doesn't.
proof
I have
right here.
guardianship.
The kids are not even with her
Why not?
because we're drug addicts.
No,
we lost
that's-
our kids to her
that's not-
mother
no.
and
She was on
stepfather.
drugs also?
No, that's not
Yeah, she's still using drugs.
Ma'am?
really. That's not true. The reason why the kids are in my parents' name is so they can be under my mom's medical. And I go back and forth
Doing what?
between seeing my kids and where I live.
You never
because-
been a drug addict?
Yes, I've done. Yes,
Okay. When did you stop?
last year.
Okay. Because based on what he's saying and based on your behavior and your responses today,
But we didn't give our
you
kids-
appear to be addicted to drugs now.
I'm not
Your
on
behavior,
drugs.
I'm just telling you, your behavior, your inability to explain yourself, you seem like you have some cognitive challenges here that you can't quite understand what's going on. You seem a little out of it.
That's yeah.
And it's been 10 years, and you want emotional distress for the things he did over 10 years ago?
Because it still affects me to this day.
No, I think it's your drugs. I think it's your drugs. I think you are severely addicted to drugs right now, as we speak. Do you want me to try and get you some help?
Yes.
There you go. All right. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to help you get some rehabilitation, and if you want your children back, I'm
I
sure
have my
once-
children.
Oh, you do?
I do. They're not taken from me. They're just guardian. But they don't.
Your Honor, if I may.
Ma'am,
Okay, I
ma'am, if they're
understand.
guardians, you
Yes.
don't have your children.
But I'm with my children.
You said you visit with them, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're going to get you some help. In the meantime, I can't grant you a judgment because it's been 10 years. All right, hopefully you'll come back with a certificate like him. Congratulations. Have a good day.
You need to get off the drugs.
Okay.
I would say at this point, leave me alone.
I'm
I
not
don't want to
trying
do this
to bother
anymore.
you.
It's been 10 years. Get your own life.
That's why she had a black eye, because you learned your lesson.
I had a black eye.
What?
Yeah, you're saying my mom
Awesome.
lied? And the kids lied?
I have. Yeah, well, apparently,
Yeah, I guess so.
You did.
Dan has
Get
never
a life.
hit me,
Quit
Jennifer.
worrying about
If
me.
that was the case,
Yeah,
then that
move
means
on,
my
Your own
mom's
life.
lying, my mom's lying, and the kids are lying. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes,
about
I
my
am.
That's what
mother?
we're saying.
Yes, I
yes.
am.
Okay, say it to their
Get
face.
a life.
I will.
Okay.